During the next few minutes, you'll be introduced to the safe operating practices that must be followed when operating a bench or pedestal grinder.
Operating any grinder is an extremely dangerous work activity.
One mistake could be your last. Treat grinders with respect. They'll work hard for you, but if misused or abused, they can strike with a vengeance.
Make certain you complete a field-level hazard assessment prior to starting your task.
If you see someone operating any type of grinder unsafely, stop the work process. Then take the time to coach them in the correct behavior.
Grinder incidents resulting in injury and near misses are usually a direct result of operators not recognizing hazards, becoming complacent, and taking shortcuts.
There are no shortcuts with bench grinders, and so that the proper rules of operation will be understood and applied, all operators must be instructed in the potential hazards and safe use of the bench or pedestal grinder.
In addition, make certain you read the manufacturer's operating manual before using the machine. Manuals can be obtained from your supervisor or at the tool crib.
Here's the minimum personal protective equipment required for grinding: hard hat, work boots, good quality leather gloves, and hearing protection.
A face shield must be worn along with face and eye protection to include safety glasses with side shields. Monogoggles may be required if there's a possibility of particles deflecting inside the face shield, such as grinding inside congested areas. Hazardous conditions requiring monogoggles would be addressed in the field-level hazard assessment, company policy, or a specific job site rule.
Respiratory protection should always be considered depending on what you are grinding. Respiratory protection may consist of an air-purifying respirator or even supplied air. Make sure you check the material safety data sheets to become aware of the specifics of the material you're grinding, such as stainless steel, galvanized products, and other exotic metals. Make certain you know the protection you require.
Be careful about outer clothing. Anything that could snag or catch fire is dangerous. Wear long sleeves and tuck in shirt tails. Do not wear loose-fitting clothes. It's best to wear natural fibers like cotton, as synthetics like polyester are extremely flammable. Always remember that personal protective equipment is the last line of defense and does not replace the use of safe work practices for grinder operation.
Your company may require monthly documented inspections of bench and pedestal grinders. This will require a designated competent person to complete the inspections. But most importantly, before each use, the operator must inspect the grinder, stone, and various components. Check the cord for fraying or other damage, that the plug end and prongs are securely in place, the switch to make certain it works properly, and all protection hoods and adjustable hood guards must be tight and secure. Do not tamper with or customize guards. They are there to protect you.
Ensure the grinder itself is solidly fastened and anchored.
The tool rest must be set not more than 1/8 inch from the face of the wheel. As the operator, you are responsible for maintaining this proper distance. As the stone wears down, the rest and guard must be adjusted accordingly.
This is critical, as too large a gap enables the wheel to grab both small flat pieces of metal and gloves, pulling everything into the grinder, which may cause serious injury.
The tool rest must be set slightly below the center of the wheel, so the material contacts the wheel at the correct angle. Above center contact makes control much more difficult, which creates more potential for hazards and greater risks. Also, the wheel is not as efficient when operated in the incorrect position.
The work rest must remain 90 degrees to the tangent of the wheel at the point of contact. Remember, the positioning of the tool rest is extremely critical with a bench grinder.
Make certain the grinder is de-energized and unplugged before making adjustments. Never adjust the work rest while the wheel is in motion.
The maximum allowable space between the wheel and the adjustable tongue guard shall not exceed 1/4 inch.